So much to do, so little time. This is where the summon did. So much to do, so little time. I could use a break.
Death is... Then...
Hey, hey, Joe.
Woo!
What are you up to now? How you doing? Excellent. A lot of people complained about that quest, but I like that quest. Yeah, but it's not a fraction of how long and how tedious looking, lore books are. So Mages Guild 10. You know what I mean?
The Midnight Union kidnapped my wife.
Gotta do it all eventually in order to make it viable for a character. At least, yeah. It's not that bad, but you'll see what real patience is when you do that. I'm going to confirm whether or not Dharma House actually raises stacks on an enemy right now. Are you ready for this? Um... Um... I think I know why Dharma House is not outperforming Celine's right now. Dharma House is not registering the damage. It doesn't fucking work. I'm putting that shit up, and I'm trying to find out what makes the enemy take damage. He's supposed to be taking damage when he's in the ring and all enemies around them, which would make it a really great damage over time, on top of the fact that you're getting like 300 fucking weapon spell damage or whatever, right? And it does like fire or physical. But it's not hitting this fucking drugger. This Dreg. It's not even hitting him. This Dro. I don't understand it. Somebody needs to report this. You know, because when you look at the stats of Dharma House, you kind of feel like it needs to be better than Celine's. On a dummy. Oh, wait, what's this? Just about trade and sales and ESL. Well, Reaper, I'm no genius, and I don't buy and sell. Like I know how, but it just takes time because you just have to know that something's going for cheaper than it is, and that it will sell if you put it up for a little bit more. But besides all that, all I do to make money is I sell the things that I acquire in the game that happen to be worth money. And I happen to go to some places that drop stuff that's worth a lot of money too. And so that's kind of part of it. But if you want to make money quickly on your own, and you don't need anybody's help at all, There's some places where for some reason the enemies drop higher gold than anywhere else in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, getting into the habit of selling things to a trading guild, that's a good idea, but it's just not going to make you enough money for what, you know what I mean, to make you feel like you're becoming rich. You can control that yourself by killing these mobs in this area and just farming the place. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 places in the game that give higher money per enemy death by like 10 times the amount that it normally does. One of them is in the northern part of Reaper's March. Do you know that public dungeon in the north of Reaper's March? I don't want to send you to Crimson Cove, alright? Because you're just going to go there and follow a group of people and there's going to be dead bodies everywhere and you're not going to fucking get any kills. So if you go to this place instead, which is the same bonus, it's the same extra gold, you'll probably, most likely, you'll be like the only one there. You know what I mean? Alright, on this character I haven't been there either. But it's in the north part of it, and when you first go in, you can't get into it yet. You have to like do this little part of a quest where you get like a key from a boot or some shit. And then you go into the basement with the key from the boot. But when you go there, you'll get that quest as you're there. It'll be given to you, you know? Yeah, it's actually kind of close a little bit to where the, my map sucks. I don't have nothing on this character's map. Let me see if I can find it for you. But here's the thing. You go in there with a character that can do some good AoE and won't die to relatively standard mobs. Because these are not like dungeon mobs. They're just public dungeon mobs. It's going to be a little harder than Delve, but the enemies are just as weak as Delve enemies. There's just more of them at a time, so the incoming damage is higher, but they die just as fast. So if you slice them down, you should have no problem. Go in there and just run the route. First, you can do the quest and everything, get that out of the way. But at a certain point, if you jump down a certain place, you're going to fall like stupid fucking far, like just ridiculously far, and then getting back up could be that you might have to go back around. But nevertheless, you'll probably stay on the first floor and run the first floor in a big, giant, whatever shape it is, and just do the whole thing, and then you'll just, maybe an hour straight of doing that. What you do is check your gold before you start, and then set yourself up for like a 5-minute interval, and then do 5 minutes straight, and then as soon as 5 minutes hits, stop, and then see how much gold you made, and that will tell you how much money you'll make, because it'll be the same amount of gold that you would make in 10 minutes, or 15, or 20. You know, everything will be, it'll be that much more exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then you could tell if it's worth it. So, if you make 100,000 gold in an hour, is it worth it to you? Okay. So, I'm thinking that that's the kind of money you might be able to make, just so you know. Now, one thing you really do need to have is a portable vendor. Do you have that, merchant? Okay. That's going to be a problem. The reason I say that is because part of the money you're getting is from the loot you're picking up, and without being able to sell it instantly, you're going to be kind of stuck a little bit, either having to go back to town or having to just not pick anything up, and that's going to interfere with it. So that might not be the best thing. Are you in a trading guild right now? What's the name of it? Can you read their, like, introduction thing? So I can see what kind of trading guild it is. Just see what they tell me what they're saying in the beginning of their message of the day thing. Or the... Okay. See if it tells you where the trader is, too. That's important. Well, whatever. Oh. Have you been paying them? What are you selling in there? What was it? How much did you sell it per stack? Oh. You hold the square on it, right? And it shows you what it has for sale. You can hold the square on anything and it just goes and puts it in the search for you. You know, that's the noise it makes too. It goes, you know what I'm saying? Alright. You need to get that thing to 30 out of 30 and keep it at 30 out of 30. That's going to make the money start coming in. So whatever it is that you've been accumulating in your craft bag, you need to start taking out stacks from things that have a lot and just sell it for whatever the fuck the lowest price they're selling it is for. It's guaranteed to be more than selling it to the vendor. That's the important part. So what you have the most of, except for things like corn flour. If you just happen to have 10,000 corn flour, you could just give that to me. You know what I mean by like things that aren't worth a super amount. Don't take stuff that you need for yourself, but you're gonna have a lot of stuff in your craft bag right now that's sitting there and you're not using it. You want to start selling that stuff. You don't even necessarily have to sell like a stack of 200 definitely. You could just sell like 50 of something. Like what I would do is this. I would liquidate like 10% of all your assets in your craft bag. And that should keep you busy filling up that thing. Just take out whatever 10% of what you got is, even the good shit, and sell that for whatever it is they're selling it for in that place. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find a price, use the price checker in the Discord, and that should be the closest thing you can get, you know, if they don't have it for sale in that guild. But I would do that, and then money will start coming in. If you ever do get that merchant, though, that independent run for gold thing it's not something I do, but I do hear it works. You know what I'm saying? It works pretty damn good. I say merchant. If you're an endgame player, you probably would just buy the banker, considering you're probably going to be taking gear out and switching gear around all the time. You'll find the banker to be more useful. But if you have a reason to farm, or if you're plain old new at the game and you don't have much and you're not already rich, it might be a good idea to get the merchant, because it keeps you from having to not sell and like not pick shit up. I mean, think about it. Yeah, you want to deconstruct everything, get yourself max level on crafting, but at a certain point when you're really kind of done with that and everything costs less to upgrade, max 3 out of 3, now you can just basically fucking sell everything. I fucking sell purple shit, not jewelry. I'll always deconstruct blue and purple jewelry and yellow jewelry, but everything else besides that, green jewelry, white jewelry, purple gear that I don't need, I fucking blast it to the vendor and sell it. And that probably generates more money than I think it does per week. When you add it all together, it's probably in the tens of thousands somewhere, if not more than that when I think about it, because probably one spam blast I get like 5, 7, 10k if I have a full inventory. It could be like 10,000 that it gives me from doing that. And sometimes I do that just 7, 8 times in one day, a full inventory. So, but I can't do it without the vendor. You see what I'm saying? You simply can't. So I say the vendor's more valuable. And that's the reason why my vendor is the female woman and not the cat. because there was no cat when I bought my vendor. But I didn't want to have another human, especially some bald, stupid fucking Dunmer, right? So I got the other cat for the banking of a zombie. How mean of a zombie? They really... I like talking cats. Well, there's plenty of questions. One more for now. Hell no. But there is ways of getting the things that can be gifted, which is a lot of the items in there can be sent to you by other players. So that's how you buy crowns from another player. If you want something that is 1,000 crowns, it's 100,000 gold on average. Yeah. Keep that in mind. But you don't want to do those transactions with people that you don't trust. And if you are going to deal with somebody like that, they would have to trust you. You wouldn't. But you could record the transaction, and they will take action at Bethesda or ZeniMax. So you just start the video clip when you do the transaction. However, if I were you, I would just find somebody that's willing to do it without you risking getting robbed, because you can get blacklisted pretty fucking hard on this server if you rob people. I hope that somebody would have that available. That was that 5,000 crowns. What are you trying to get? Or is it 500 crowns? Oh, 5,000. You know, it doesn't actually sound like it's a lot for the merchant, though, considering what it does for you. Normally, it doesn't sound like a good ratio to me, the conversion, but that particular item is pretty fucking important. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Or, you know, you could have a birthday coming up. I don't know, just... They don't give us one for free, right? No, that's still not the best way to make money. Honestly, the best way to make money is go someplace and do something that has a chance of dropping something worth a ridiculously large amount of money, and just fucking sell that when you trade it. You should be doing that. What is it that you should be selling? Briarheart axes, or daggers, or swords. If people are paying attention to the changes in the game, the price on the swords might go up dramatically. So you know. So what I would do is I would go to Rothgar, and I would just fucking do anything in there that you want. Do quests, do dailies, do the public dungeon quests. Fucking bang out that entire map and help everyone there. And you'll get rewards and shit given to you that you can sell, and all the Briarheart shit that you get, dude. The jewelry and the weapons are going to be worth so much fucking money, man. So much money. And body pieces that are divines could be worth a hefty amount, too. I think that's the best way for you to make money. Use your trader you have currently, and get yourself some Briarheart for free, and sell it. That's guaranteed seller. Like, guaranteed. There's a couple of other things, but they're not as good as that right now, like the Mother Sorrow and Deshawn. That's not a bad racket. The only thing is a lot of people already farmed it and already got it, and now the new thing is Medusa that replaces that. So it probably isn't as good to farm that. But that's one way to make money right there. Well, yeah, what I would suggest instead of Mother Sorrow is using Medusa. It comes from Arx Corinium. What Medusa allows you to do is you don't have to use Channeled Acceleration, and you don't have to use Trap Beast when you're a magic character. And that means that you have an extra space for an extra ability. That extra ability could be something that you just use for utility, and your character will still be able to produce very, very good damage because you're not sacrificing something that increases your damage dramatically just to have the extra ability. Or you can add another ability to the rotation that makes you do even more damage. Here's the example. I was only able to do like 84 and one time like 86,000 with Mother Sorrow. And when I switched to Medusa, I was able to almost get 94,000. So that's just an example of what it does. And that's besides the utility factor, because that's just dummy pumping, you know. So I do recommend getting that one instead. And what you need is 2 body pieces, not head or shoulder though. 2 body pieces. And you need the jewelry, because you want this to be on both bars. That's very important. The weapon in your front bar and the other 3 body pieces should be the other set, whatever you're going to run with it. Which Full Scott is not a bad go-to, because it'll make you feel like you can like almost infinitely cast. And you could restart your rotation over and over and over again and not fucking worry about running out of magic. Because one of the things people have a problem with in this game is running out of magic big time. Running out of stamina, running out of magic. If you're doing your rotation properly, your shit should be running out. Otherwise, you didn't set your character up to do maximum damage. The best DPS tests I ever produced, my character was on the cusp of not being able to do the move at the very, very end because I ran out of the fucking stat. It's all a balance of how much can you get away with not having any recovery and just keep it power, weapon damage, spell damage, whatever. Stupid ass game, boring. It's part of my life. Provided you're not lagging or things aren't broken at the moment, because this game is pretty inconsistent. At least. Anybody need to do anything? Go anywhere? Get anything? Night. Night champion 158? So, champion 160. The highest level of gear in the game. What level is the gear you're wearing on your character now? Did I ever make you gear? No, let's not bring up the past. I'm talking about now. Okay, so what are you wearing right now to try to get to 160? Uh-oh. Oh no. So you have Netch's Touch 5 out of 5? Oh, Jesus Lord Christ. Alright, I gotta make a gear. I had no idea that you were sleeping in the street and begging for food. You should have fucking told me, bro. Dude, I just found you living inside a cardboard box just now. Right? That's what happened, just so you know. I forgot to tell you that being in the guild also means you're like in the royal family. And here in the royal family, we all get free guild. You're about to be a deadly trusted vampire. But here's the thing. You're 158. Right? Okay. I think I could remedy that myself without you having to have 150 gear. I think that's a waste. The fuck is the point of making 150 gear when you're 158? We need to make you 160 gear. And I need to take you to 160 immediately with something in the game that raises levels faster than anything else. But you can never tell anybody about it, and it will probably scar you for life. Excellent. It's going to turn into a Korean horror series very, very fast, just so you know. No. Do they do that in their movies a lot? Not that I know of. Oh, you mean because of the K-pop thing? That's not movies and stuff. That's like, I don't know what that is. That's people, I don't know, being happy. Ugh. Puts a bad taste in my mouth. The black smoke won't let happiness come hither. You know what the black smoke is? That fucking thing that follows you around in goddamn Black Desert Online, right? Those weird ass humming noises. What the fuck is that? Uh-huh. It's... I can't believe the mobile Black Desert. It plays itself, really. You just put it on auto and it's just like it goes to quest. You can just watch it play. You don't have to play games anymore. They just play themselves. And then when... That's so fucking weird. Could you imagine if ESO becomes like that because of the companion system? Eventually you can have 3 companions with you, go in a dungeon, just eat a sandwich while they're killing all the enemies and tanking and healing for you. Well, I've never heard of anybody doing that before. This Coal Harbor is so surreal estate, huh? No, not you, sorry. Try to figure out what I'm creating here. Okay. Alright, I got a way of setting you up where your character's gonna hit really fucking hard. And you're gonna have, like, resource coming back to you. Well, yeah, of course it does. The only way it would do base damage is if you had a Ring of Brutality on. Alright, I need some materials to make your stuff blue. Your jewelry blue. buy it. Make this enchantments first.
Ruporo, Magdari, Huta.
Now send me Kuda. Do you have 2 Kuda? Yeah. Kuta. Send me 2 Kuda for your weapon enchantments. They need to be legendary. Your body enchantments and your body gear and your weapons are going to be purple. Your jewelry is going to be blue. Your jewelry enchantments are going to be yellow, legendary. And your weapon enchantments will be legendary. Okay, just send me 2. I wouldn't waste the other Kuda on crafted gear. But I'm going to give you a setup right now that's gonna hit really hard. I just want you to keep in mind that you're going to get your magic back while you're attacking enemies.
Within the tree? How would one find him? The tree is so large.
Thank you.
What around?
Good.
We don't do.
You're natural at it. $10,000. Alright.
What are our vaults made? We don't do loans. We're not that kind of bank. Think of us as a vault, long-term storage. Even if you were to, say, die and return to life. What are our vaults made?
What's the fucking green one called again? The green plating for jewelry. Fuck. Can't remember. The blue is iridium. The green is... Turning? Turning. Let's see. Don't worry, I got it taken care of. Got that.
We don't do loans. We're not that kind of bank. Think of us as a vault, long-term storage. Even if you were to, say, die and return to life thousands of years later, you could retrieve anything of yours we have.
Okay, this should take care of that. And I gotta hop to the other character, make everything else. I can only make the jewelry on this character. I'm about to send it to you, pre-enchanted. You won't be able to wear it until you reach 160. I'm taking you to 160 after I'm done with this, so you don't have to wait. Do you happen to have an experience scroll on hand? Alright, you don't have to pop it now, but when I take you to this place, but right before we start it, you're going to pop it. It's not even a real dungeon. You probably know of this. Vile Mance or some shit like that. Nice. Yeah, that'll make your money just from the gold you pick up off the bodies, which means you don't ever have to sell anything. You could just fucking let your inventory tell you it's full, and it'll pick up the gold anyway, and then you could just keep running around and grabbing the gold, and you... Wait, what? Fuck it. YOLO. I just upgraded with 1 iridium instead of 2. But why don't I have enough? I thought I bought... Motherfucker. Do you have any iridium plating? Iridium? Or, Nanite, you too. Iridium plating. I don't know how this jewel crafting area that you were just looking at, that has the, Oh, I'll go to it myself. Go to inventory, go to craft bag, press R. Okay, alright, I'll take that. And then, do you have 1 Reaper? I'm so surprised. I thought I just bought all that I needed just now, and I didn't. Yeah, it's the blue one. Plating, though, not green. Alright, each of you send me 1 plating, and both of you let me know when you're done to see if we can... I might have to travel to a different zone. This game is fucking butt. Why do this shit to me? Thank you. This jewelry should be blue. We don't want to. If just to make 1 piece purple of jewelry, it's like 90,000. 60 to 90,000.
Keep your claws in.
It does, yeah. You gotta go in the basement, so you gotta do something to get a key from upstairs. It's like I think it's a little part of the quest or something. Alright. I'm sending you the jewelry now. Feel free to not take it out of the mail until you reach 160. We just gotta lock it so you don't accidentally get rid of it. Alright, switch to the other character to make all the rest of the stuff. Oh yeah. I just figured something out with a set that's fucking amazing. Oh, Reaper, no. Reaper's fighting some Nat types right now. Welcome back. Right. Did you get in the basement yet? That's what she said? Oh shit. Why does it take so long to log into a different character? There we go. Why is it every time I complain, it just fucking works? It's like all you have to do is just, I'm gonna stop fake complaining about shit. Why aren't I a millionaire? Oh shit, where does money come from? He's listening to our chats. He's watching us on cameras that are actually speaker covers turned into cameras somehow. These bastards figured out how to turn sound to video. He could see me smiling. No, that's too much, right? You really can't do that. Wink, wink. Sonar. 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 Alright. And also, to make you look like a bad motherfucker. One of my specialties. We'll see if I can get you to only change the dye color and not the actual outfit. I recommend fire on your weapons. Do you want to do that? Fire on the front, fire on the back. Staffs. Ah. Well, fire is what you want to use as a DPS, just to produce the highest damage. But lightning ice can be used for all these other things in the game and solo stuff. So how about I just make you 2 fire, 1 lightning, 1 ice, and then when you're in a dungeon and you're playing the role of DPS, put on the fire staffs. And it will make you do more damage. It definitely will. Even AoE too. It doesn't seem like it will because of the heavy attack from the lightning staff and the boost to the area of effect stuff. But the fire staff really is ridiculously strong in comparison. I could just make you one of each for now, and then you can slap on lightning on the front, fire on the back. But the ice one for DPS in a dungeon, probably not. You don't want to necessarily be forced to use it sometimes. You know what I mean? Wall of Elements. Okay. Right. Now, if people see you playing the role of a DPS when you're running through dungeons, and you are putting that shield on people, it might cause them to do things fucked up to you, like kick you from the group. So instead of even being put in that situation, you should have available a setup where they don't see the ice staff. So at the very least, I would say lightning on the front and just switch that ice for the fire on the back. Or 2 lightning, if you prefer. But I would not, unless they're okay with it, and you know they're okay with it, I wouldn't play the role of a DPS in a dungeon with random strangers and have an ice staff on the back. Especially at your C... yeah. Because the ice staff, it's made really well to be used for tanking. It actually makes it where when you get hit and you block on that staff, it doesn't come from your stamina. It comes from your magic pool. So if you block on your ice staff, it's going to take magic away instead of stamina. And your block is stronger and higher, but the thing that you're sacrificing for that and the shield is the additional damage, and you're sacrificing 20% damage. If it's a lightning staff, it's 20% more AoE. If it's a fire staff, it's 20% more direct damage. So it's so much stronger in the end of the game. You really can't get away with it, only in certain situations. And I don't want you to have a bad experience with random people just because of the ice staff thing. So let me make you the extra staff and let you have the option to switch that out so you can quell any problem that might occur in the future. With me, you can use whatever you want, though. I always let everybody play any way they want to play. Alright, I'll give you one of each, and then just swap out the back if needed in the future for the fire one. You know what I'm saying? Lightning is good for now. Especially if you're used to the way it feels, because fire feels different. Well, was the build for solo play? Yeah, it's better for solo play. The lightning mixed with the ice. But when you're in a dungeon and you're running with your friends in a dungeon, you're playing the damage role, and you're not supposed to heal anybody, and you're not supposed to tank anything. You should probably be using fire at the very least, lightning, or even lightning fire. On the DPS dummy, if I switch to lightning staffs, the damage goes down to like the upper 70,000s. If I switch from fire to lightning, it'll go from 90-something thousand down to like 79, 80,000. But it has its uses, and it is better in shorter things or situations where there's more enemies, you know, because you could definitely lay out some unbelievable AoE with that fucking heavy attack. It's just fucking out of this world strong. It's addictive as shit, you know, it gets you hooked on it. And then when you don't have it anymore, you're like, this fucking fire staff. But one thing the fire staff does have, though, is you'll have this really, really, really big pop from a fully wound heavy attack that you can mix with like an exploding blast bone and a skull. So you'll see these 3 big numbers, bow, 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 pop up on the screen at the same time, and that will become its own addiction and you'll forget about your lightning staff in no time. So, because that shit's fucking fun as fuck to watch the damage that causes on a boss and stuff. You just see the health just go raw and drop. You know what I'm saying? Lightning staff is like tasering somebody. You know what I'm saying? And you watch it going down. All right. Start with the lightning staff. Lightning staff is the front bar. Wait. Wow. All right. I usually run the way I do the staffs is I make it where the back bar is bigger than the front, and it kind of helps you to tell if your bars didn't switch accidentally. The game didn't register the switch. So, do you want to do that? Do you want me to do that where the front one is smaller than the back one? So they should be easy to tell apart? Okay. And then the front. You got it. Take your time. What? They're dropping a lot? How much are you getting? Yeah, but that's just one group, though. You could probably pull two groups together at a time, you know? You should run a timer right now and mark your gold down and do like a short timer, like a 5-minute timer, and see what it is. It'll give you a good idea of what you can make. But yeah, it's a way to make money where you're doing it yourself. You know, it's like the in-game's version of hard labor. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't even know it could be compared to hard labor. Because hard labor would be like going and finding fucking raw materials and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Killing shit would be theoretically harder. Straight up fucking robbing vampires, bro. That's what you're doing. Hey, Schaefer. How you doing? Yes. Wait, wrong way. Nine Knights is about to hit champion 160 very soon. I'm gonna take him there. He's 158. You know what? I forgot. You're gonna need training on all your gear. Yeah. Increases experience gained and kills. Because Champion 160 is not the end. I just made your weapons, and I accidentally made the weapons with traits that are. I really shouldn't have did it. I gotta delete them all. Why? It's infused and precise. Yeah, but I wasn't really thinking. You gotta get CP. You're not done with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just make more. It's alright. Fuck, the thing is I turn them purple, too. Too bad I didn't notice beforehand. That's alright, I got plenty of materials. Yes. That place does give a memento, yes. It'd be nice to have a character that has every quest complete and nobody bothers you and you got like peace and quiet. Be like Thanos and shit. With his goddamn fucking eating this stupid ass plant. This main character did every quest that's non-DLC, including Kraglan though, and Imperial City, and including Cyrodiil too. But I don't play it anymore. Kinda, yeah. They're both PvP, though. They're both PvP/PvE. I'm gonna give you a fucking helmet that looks so fucking weird, dude. People are gonna be afraid of you. Now, the only thing you have to do is... I hate the access. Nanite, are you there? Character male or female? Good, good, good. Gear's done. Making enchantments. It took a little longer than expected.
Ropora, Mako, Rekuta.
Oh shit. I think I need one more Kuda. Just one. Thank you so much.
Ropora, Okori, Kuta. Ropora, Okori, Kuta.
So either the fire or the ice is going to be on the back bar. Your lightning will stay on the front. Your back bar is going to have an enchantment that increases the damage even when you're on your front bar. Whatever you have on the back bar that causes the damage over time will continue to proc this weapon spell damage enchantment on the front. So Unnerving Boneyard, Wall of Elements, and your skeleton, all that stuff is going to make it keep proccing even though you're not on the back bar anymore. That's how enchantments work. That's how that particular enchantment works. So it works very well to have that one in the back. The front enchantment, it's weapon and spell damage increase, power. And then the front enchantment's going to be fire. Fire causes burning status, and it is additional damage. So it's like kind of like a poison, a version of a poison. Yeah. So it always ends up being more damage to have fire on the front. Thank you so much, April. You're such a huge help. I would hate to have to go through another loading screen just to finish this stuff. I know it sounds like I'm spoiled, right? I hate to have to go through another loading screen. Oh, it's so stressful. You gotta sit there.
Ropora, Rakeba, Kuta.
You gotta just wonder, is the wheel gonna stop spinning and I'll have to reload? It's been happening a lot lately. Indefinitely. Where I had to reload the fucking game. Yes. Yeah. You'll get there, don't worry. One of us. One of us. Uh-oh. Got a question for you, Nanite. Your shoulder pieces accidentally made 2 because I smoke weed. They're both purple because I smoke weed. They're both purple, okay? Blame it on the pot, you know what I'm saying? But they look different. One of them is getting thrown in the... one of them's getting thrown in the garbage. I want you to tell me which one you want more than the other. One of them is just going to cover the side of the arm, like kind of where your bicep tricep is. And it's just a bunch of like stacked plates going down, up, on top of each other, on your bicep tricep area. The other one is going to be on your shoulders. It's not big, it's small, and it actually looks kind of like a carved out wooden version of like a crow face mask, almost like you would wear at a masquerade party. If it looked like a crow, something like that. You want that one, or do you want the one that just covers the sides? Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's the better and more expensive of the two. People like the other one because there's nothing on the shoulders, but you can do a lot of cool things with colors with that fucking crow. Speaking of which, you probably want to go and color all this shit, you know what I'm saying? After I bring you to 160, which is about to happen very soon. I hope you're ready for this. Everything's about to change. 160 in this game is kind of like when you take the pill in the Matrix. I honestly don't remember which color was which. Yeah. Right. It's not candy. Alright. I'm now switching over. I'm gonna try using a Zerb light. Not try, I don't know why I used the fucking word try. I'm about to use a Zerb light in Skyreach. Fucking imagine what that's gonna look like. This is about to get really stupid. I'm gonna get you to 160 and then I have to do my real life exercise and eat lunch, and then I'll be back. But first, we get you to Champion 160. Logging in on Spam Jabs the cat.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
I could use a break. I'll just keep running, I suppose.
I'll tell you when to travel to me. This is not where we're going. That's alright. You'll get a free travel anyway. This character has not discovered it yet, so I have to kind of do a little run there. Schaefer, I'm okay with it, but I have to maintain a certain kind of thing in the chat, just in case people are coming in and wanting to talk and stuff, and I don't want them to just leave when everyone has to follow the same rule of open mic. It's allowed to be open when you're talking, and she can scream at the top of her lungs when you're talking, and nobody's allowed to say anything about it. But if the mic is on and it's hot, and we just hear her, or you talking to her, it's not really meant for our ears or the viewers on my YouTube stream's ears. This is private moments in your family, and I would hate for you to share them with people that are capable of leaving nasty comments because they're assholes and stuff like that. So I just want to protect you guys and keep you safe from all those ridiculous things that can happen because I stream live 100% of the time. You know what I mean? I'm sure you understand. But everybody in the channel currently, I feel like, is completely okay with it. But yeah, I don't. Nobody here has any problem. It doesn't bother me at all. Most of my life, I had family screaming in my ear. So my environment sounds weird when it's quiet.
When did these occur?
Don't get me wrong, there's no kid haters in the guild. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody here has ever said anything that would ever indicate that at all, ever. Hey, best team. Vess, if you had to take a guess at how many nights you spent practicing getting that skin, how many would you say it is? Okay, so but if you had to add every single time that you spent a night in a trial, a day in a trial. No, but not the time. Just how many times did that actually occur for you to get the skin? 100. So you've done the trial 100 times, and you finally got it. Yeah, I just want people to get an idea of how it's not 100, but if you had to guess, take a really good guess. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I don't, it's not, I just, yeah, it takes a long time because you're not the only one that has to play perfectly, you know what I'm saying? Are you guys going back in? Or is the trial finished? What about the Griffin Heart thing? No, not yet. No, I was talking Nanites. Not yet. Yeah, the reason why I'm asking is because, how many nights of a trial to get something is kind of gives an idea for newer players how hard things are. Honestly, to me, it's not really hard. You know why it's not hard? Because somebody said, here, do this, and then on the first try, I do it. You know why? Because he's not telling me to do anything difficult. Everything he's telling me to do is just the same thing that I do, separated into a way that makes it harm the crystals, you know, all at the same time, type of thing. Like, it's not, I'm still playing the game when I'm not in there, and I know all my buttons, so I don't really have to think. When I'm going to control my character, I know what's going to make me do what. You know what I mean? Finally fucking got here. Holy shit, that took a long time. Alright, Nana, you don't have to actually physically travel the rest of the way. You'll be able to travel to me and go straight into the place in just a moment. Fucking takes forever to get to Skyreach when you go in there for your first time and you don't have nothing on the map. But like the crystal thing downstairs and making sure you do the right thing, you attack the right boss, you know, I feel like if I had 11 clones, you know what I'm saying, it really wouldn't be too much of an issue. You probably feel that way too, though. After you learn it and after you got it down, it's not as hard as I originally thought it was. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was going to be fucking impossible, and then the guy was like, just do this, and then I was like, oh look, that works. You know, I just didn't think that your AOE does that much damage by itself, but I'm not looking at it like the total time of the AOE, how much does that add up to? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what he told me to do. What's his name? I think Hayes. Hayes told me to do that. Yeah. Yeah, and then he said to Kayla that after I did it, after he told me to do it, I did it immediately. And he said I got it immediately. He said anytime I want to be in any of his trials, let him know. But I can't be taken away from Worst Nightmare like that all the time. So I only do 2 trials a week, the VSS ones. Yes. No. There's no way in hell we're gonna be able to finish that. That shit's long as fuck. We're gonna do some cheat shit to get your levels. This is gonna be really fast. You're gonna pop that scroll when you get to me, and you're gonna not attack anything until we get to the choke point by a staircase. I'll let you know when. And then at the choke point, you'll hide around the corner, let them all come and pile up. As the AoEs are getting put on you, you're going to keep backing up the staircase out of the AoE. Okay, you are not to run to the left, or it will cause the enemies to all stop before they get to where they have to visualize you around the corner, and they'll start shooting you, and they'll probably fucking kill you. There's going to be like 100 enemies at the same time. I've never tried Azura Blight in here before, but I'm about to try it for the first time. It's probably one of the best AoE sets in the fucking game. Vespertine. Do you know Azura Blight, the set? Are you in the game right now, Ves? No help needed. I linked it in the chat. I found out that if I make the character have a ton of damage over time, including area effect damage over time moves, I can get that to 20 stacks, like, in 3 seconds. And so, every enemy explodes for 2k less than Celine's damage. And it hits all the enemies around them. And it's fucking amazing. It only does 84k single target so far, though. Instead of 101 or whatever. But the AoE is just fucking... it's ridiculous. Alright, you ready? Don't attack nothing, just keep going to the right. Follow me as fast as you can. This character's not even taking any damage. Alright, we're going on this corner right here. You still get experience when you get that worked well. Alright. Now here's the trick. I want you to get this on the first try too. Alright, come on up here. Alright, don't let these guys here see you. Just hide. And just kind of hug the left of the pillar here and just walk on by. Now when you get here, stop. Here's what I want you to do. If you turn the camera with it zoomed out, you can see that in that room there's a chest on like a platform that only has like 2 steps. You see that platform? It's like 2-3 steps. If you turn the camera, it's past the skeleton assassin and archer right there. There's a chest. I want you to go to that chest. The chest is kind of textured like this urn. I want you to run to the left over to the chest and just click it. Don't do nothing else but do that. Stay hidden. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these enemies attack me and not you, so they can't stop you from touching the chest. It's very important you touch the chest, though, without them attacking you. Alright? Otherwise, it's not worth the time it takes to do it. That's, you know what I mean? Tell me when you get it. Alright, good. I'm coming over there. We're going to basically stay on the platform right now, and everything is going to come to us. I can feel you up. Got 18. Sorry. You can't like stand it. You gotta kind of gotta prep it a little bit. Try to keep going on the edge of it. I have Ring of the Pebble on right now, so all the damage I'm doing is just going. It's kind of a cheat compared to not having it. Shit. I'm pressing the wrong moves. I don't need to do any single target, really. But I'm pressing them anyway. It's the first time I'm trying this in Skyreach. I don't think their health is high enough to get 20 stacks, to be honest. Because I haven't seen hardly any explosions. Alright, you got the treasure. Did you pop your experience scroll? Okay, yeah. Got the treasure, and now we're just gonna run to, we're gonna keep going. Just follow me, don't attack anything. And then we're gonna have another choke point. Don't worry about how many times you die. It doesn't really matter. Most of the time people leveling up are gonna die anyway. Alright, so just turn to a ghost and then make your way down here. Yeah, man, I can't get one fucking explosion to happen. It's crazy. You know, I think I should just not jab them. Yeah, and just let the explosions happen from the AoE. Now, press options, hit social, hit group, and say leave instance. Double click on leave instance. Options, social, group, leave instance. You can re-enter now. Remember, the trick to this gear that I'm giving you is that when you're hitting the enemies, it's going to give you back your magic. Because if you're casting while you're running around and you're not actually attacking enemies, everything costs 5% more. But the set is so fucking strong that when paired with the set that gives you your magic back, that's also not a bad 2, 3, 4 for damage, it actually ends up being like ridiculously powerful. And okay on mana, like no problems. I believe this is the only one you'll need to go to the next level. Just one more. Let's find out. This is the fastest way to level in the game. And it's also one way that people make money too. So they'll charge people to run them through here. Like 2,000 a run, 5,000 a run. Yeah, come on up. Fuck that mage. Wasting our time. hide. And then you're gonna get ready to open that chest when you get over here. Theoretically, you can actually just run, sprint over here, and they still won't see you. Those guys in the light. You just gotta. All right. Nothing. Another. Too bad there wasn't a bad version of this. Alright, it's like error. Oh, let's go back. Sometimes they just never show up. Down the stairs here. And the choke point is around this corner. Here. We came place like shit. It's not your fault. Just can't handle the information. Alright. You didn't hit 160? A sliver. Here, follow me. Maybe this will do it.
My collection. The fallen kings are among my most prized possessions.
Did you win? We won. You been in here before? Uh-oh, we're fucking locked in here. Oh, look. Guess we're killing him too fast. Yeah, because look how long in between we have to wait. I mean, meaning that there's a yeah, that's not very fair. Is this how you treat the respected dead? Yeah. Knock me on the floor. Yeah. The last thing you ever do. Oh, wait. Shit. I'm hoping that this will give you an achievement or something, maybe, and that'll fucking boost you out. Excellent. Yeah. Just the best. The best. Listen, I'd love to finish this with you, but I really do have to do my workout. It's very important. Otherwise, I will die of a heart attack and not be able to make gear for anybody anymore. So, leave instance to get out of here safely. Do options, social group, leave instance. Put that gear on. Lock all that gear. Don't take anything off. Only switch the back bar for fire to prevent people from getting angry at you when you're doing like 4-mans and randoms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Use ice whenever the fuck you want. Other than that, I will be back in a little while. Enjoy, man. You're gonna feel really fucking powerful compared to the way you just were. You'll see what I'm talking about, dude. If you don't have damage numbers on, do you have damage numbers on when you see the damage number? Oh, good. You're gonna see a difference. You're gonna love it. I'll see you when I return. And you might want to check out what it looks like too without your costume. It's pretty fucking badass. Alright, see you soon.